face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Now, this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 9 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Down by Malik Collins. A loss of 5.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. The It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Haley on the stop.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Raider first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brought down by Alexander.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Number 11, Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Alex Erickson on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point is always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon. Spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Melvin Gordon.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the counter, here's Gordon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr completes it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Flush to his right. This is caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because
and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
56.
To throw again, Carr. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it. Not
much there, only a yard. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr escaping the pressure. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. 3.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Locke working out of the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Locke looks to throw it again. And the Raiders have got him. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
For the Broncos.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Carr. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. The Jags were hoping to finish strong. They could not get the job done, but they'll still be a force as they finish at 14-2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 31-14, the final. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now Devontae Booker to return it. He's still fighting. Devontae Booker. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Don't worry about it, baby.
50.
I ain't worried about it. Let's
Still
go.
going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Yeah, we dominate today.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's caught left side by Judy. And they get it. Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Denver Broncos.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Raiders 31.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
45.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Ball carrier.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Carr. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke, and this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Locke's pass intended for no advance. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken in at the 11. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Carr got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
At their own 40.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Carr going to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. Performers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the ball on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Not just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Test the driver slow, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Stop.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When it ties in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this shit jump at the top, I was gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. After the institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire.